Black Ops 4 introduces two ways of earning cosmetics in-game. The first one is the longer you play, the more you unlock in the game with game time and the tier system. The other way is paying real-world money in the black market system to get great cosmetics that you want. However, Call of Duties were not always like this. Black Ops 3, World War II, as well as Infinite Warfare had ways of earning in-game currency that you didn't have to pay money for to unlock items that you wanted in-game. So why did Black Ops 4 get away from that? And why other games like Fortnite that actually has a way of earning in-game currency are doing so well and players are actually happy with this way. So let's get into the argument on why Black Ops 4 needs some way of earning in-game currency, and hopefully with this it would make the cosmetics a lot better. Hey, what's going on guys? Butterbar here, welcome back to the channel, and I know the first thing that somebody's going to say about in-game currencies in previous Call of Duty games was back in those games we had loot boxes. We don't have loot boxes in Black Ops 4 right now. We have the tier system where the longer you play, the more you unlock, and however, I do agree that loot boxes are the devil. I still believe that Black Ops 4 could be really, I think their cosmetic system could be really great if there was some way to actually unlock in-game currency in this game, because right now you have players like me and some other players that don't want to spend real-world money in the game. No, however, they want to play the game, they want to unlock more stuff in the tier system. There's a lot of things in this black market system that we'd love to still unlock by playing the game. Hell, and especially too being a Black Ops Pass owner, which I've yet to see besides a couple of maps and a couple of characters in Blackout that really haven't been, there's not a beneficial thing to actually being a Black Ops Pass owner. So I really want to get into this idea of putting an in-game currency in Black Ops 4 to make cosmetics a little bit better for players to earn them, and just another way for players to unlock cosmetics that they want. There might be a cosmetic that they want in the black market that they don't want to pay real-world money for, and this one might be another way for them to do that. However, Call of Duty games are not, this is not new. In-game currency is not new. Hell, the first Black Ops game introduced a type of in-game currency that was mainly for unlocking not only weapons, attachments, and even cosmetic items that were already in the game. It wasn't DLC items. They were items that were actually already in the game, and you use this in-game currency, the COD points back in the day for Black Ops 1, to actually unlock this stuff and have it for your character. So I want to make the argument that other games have done this previously. Fortnite, another game that is very popular, have done it in the past where they allow players to earn in-game currency to buy things later on in their game. And I think this will be allowing players to stay in the game, be have more involvement in the game besides just saying, hey, you know what, there's items in this that I'm never going to unlock unless I pay, you know, real world money, and there's no reason for me to grind whatsoever because those items are not in the tier system. So I want to make the argument that I think Black Ops 4 would be really great with in-game currency. So let's get into the previous Call of Duty game that was just released, and I think it's the most relevant, which is World War II. Now, World War II in the beginning, it had an in-game currency, but the way to unlock some cosmetics were not as good as it was as the game got older. As the game got older, you could actually unlock cosmetics in the bounty system. If you had so many parts of the cosmetics, I can't remember, they're not parts, they're not gears. I know Infinite Warfare had like gears or something like that, but the currency in World War II where you could actually buy bounties and then unlock the cosmetic that was attached to that bounty is a really great way for players to unlock items in the game in a way that players still have to work to unlock them. Yeah, they have to use this in-game currency, however they can work for this cosmetic and unlock it. Again, other games like Infinite Warfare had a loot box system, but you also earned in-game currency to unlock even variants of weapons that even change stats of different weapons, which was kind of crazy for a Call of Duty game to have stuff like that. But in this game, you could also, again, buy weapons in the game that if you had enough gear parts to actually unlock that gun, you could actually do that and not have to worry about the randomness of loot boxes. And again, let's not be wrong. Let's not skirt around the bush. The freaking Black Ops 4 does have loot boxes in the game. Yes, the first 100 tiers of the supply system, you know exactly what you're getting. After that, you're getting in reserves, and you're not unlocking 3 different random items. You're unlocking just one random item out of that. You don't know exactly what it is. You don't know what you're going to be unlocking, but yes, there are loot boxes in Black Ops 4. They're just not called that. They're just called reserves, but that's exactly what it is. So I don't want people to be, you know, saying, you know, we don't need a in-game currency because you still unlock stuff with the longer you play. Yes, that is the case. However, there's still loot boxes in Black Ops 4. So again, if there's items in this game that you would like to buy with in-game currency with, again, more time that you're putting into the game, I think it would be very beneficial for all players. Now, the way that players would earn this in-game currency is similar to the way that it's actually happening right now in Black Ops 4. With the amount of time that you put in the game, there's the amount of, XP or whatever that you earn in the tier system, is a similar way that I would love to see in-game currency rewarded to players. Actually, I would love to see it even reward even better. Like, the better you play, the more aggressive, how many more points you earn, actually in turn gives you more currency in the game. I feel like right now, just because the amount of time that you play in a game is just kind of lame, I think, for players out there like myself and others that play aggressively, they try to see how many points they can get, see how many kills they can get, need to be rewarded for their efforts, need to be rewarded for playing well. And I think an in-game currency rewarding players for doing well would be a great thing. And I think another thing that would be great to be bringing back into a Call of Duty game and be a lot of fun would be wager matches. Now, I don't know how many players are out there right now that remember Black Ops 1 not only having an in-game currency, but a way that you can actually build up your supply of in-game currency or depressingly lose your in-game currency with wager matches. Now, if people don't know what wager matches are, in Black Ops 1, you could actually bet your in-game currency in wager matches. Now, those game types would be like gun games, sticks and stones, one in the chamber, and you can actually bet on matches and either earn more currency when you win in, or lose it depending on how bad you did. And again, this would be a great way for players to earn currency and go on the path of being able to unlock all the items in the game. Right now in Black Ops 4, there is no possible way whatsoever to unlock all the items in the game unless you're wanting to spend real world money in the game. So I think a great way to be able to allow players to have that is to bring in currency and then also bring in wage matches. I mean, hell, we don't even have challenges for uniforms anymore like we did in Black Ops 3. Hell, if you want to go for an all-gold camo challenge for your operator, you can't even do that in Black Ops 4. You have to buy it. You have to buy the Valkyrie and get the Valhalla one for Ruin. So, again, I think it would be a great thing to bring into Call of Duty, because not only would this bring a lot of entertainment for players that want to do wager matches and stream them. I know Blackout is a humongous thing to stream online, but a great way to bring in the multiplayer is bring in wager matches. Bring in a way that players can actually watch other players play, and the best players are being rewarded that by betting their in-game currency. The one side note I would say is that you cannot don't mix in real world money into this in-game currency. Once players start buying in-game currency, it kind of loses the value, and then you actually have people betting real world money on wager matches. So that'd be my one argument, is you cannot allow that whatsoever, to where players can actually bet real world money in matches. But again, I think it would be really fun to bring something like that back into Black Ops 4 that Black Ops 1 introduced. And we still have gun game, we still have other games in Black Ops 4 where players can wager stuff out and have fun and be entertained. But to me, really, I just think there needs to be a better way and a more effective way for players that don't want to spend money in the game and to actually still get stuff that they want to unlock. The days of a game fully releasing and all of its items being in the game to where you don't have to spend any extra money in the game, I know those days are gone, but I really wish they would return. But guys, I want to pass the question off to you, is what do you guys think about another in-game currency that you can use in-game? You cannot buy with real-world money, however you unlock it just like you would do in the tier system, but you can use this in-game currency to actually buy items in the black market. Again, I really do feel like we spend a lot of money in this game, a $60 game, or some of us that spend $100 on a game that we got the Black Ops Pass and really haven't gotten so much for it. Again, this would be a great way for players to be able to unlock all the items in a game. And I do feel bad that we have kind of gone past games like Black Ops 3, which just was a couple of years ago, where there was cosmetics in the game that you could actually complete challenges to unlock instead of spending money on them. Again, I think it would be great to have gold-plated cosmetics in this game that you didn't have to buy with your money. But again, hopefully something like this where we have another in-game currency where you don't have to do something like that and you can actually, again, play the game and unlock certain things would be a great way for players to make the cosmetics hopefully a lot better in the game. So I'd love to pass the question off to you. What do you guys think about a new in-game currency? And I would also love to know what your opinion is about bringing back wager matches. Again, another thing that would be very entertaining to see how players do on YouTube videos or Twitch streams, but again, a better way of unlocking points and in-game currency in the game. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please drop me a like. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you guys next time.